Today, we are here in Lake Stevens, Washington, and I'm excited to share 5 of my favorite things to do here in town. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sam Burke. I'm a local realtor here in Snohomish County, and the goal of my channel is to provide you helpful information regarding the area that I was born and raised. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Lake Stevens, we're located just about 35 miles north of Seattle and just 6 miles east of Everett. Lake Stevens is one of the fastest growing areas in all of Snohomish County with a population of just over 40,000 people. Now, I have lived in Lake Stevens for the last 14 years, and it is a huge part of who I am. I've absolutely fallen in love with this community. I'm excited to share all about it. First thing on the list may be a little obvious, but you cannot talk about Lake Stevens without talking about the lake. And that's why my number one recommendation, if you're ever visiting, is to get out on the water. Now, Lake Stevens is going to be the largest motorized lake in all of Snohomish County, so you can take out boats, jet skis, and do really whatever you want out there. It's also going to be a really popular spot for fishing, specifically for kokanee salmon from about May to August. Now, if you don't have a boat, no worries at all. There's several public beaches where you can come swim, float, and just hang out on the water. In fact, if you go over to Lundeen Park, you can even rent paddle boards. If you want to get into kind of the water activities and you don't necessarily know where to start, I highly recommend checking out the Lake Stevens Water Ski Club. It's a great group of people. If you're an avid skier or you're brand new to the sport, they'll definitely teach you and get you all welcome into the environment. In fact, I actually met my fiance at a Lake Stevens Water Ski Club event just about 4 years ago. Now, next on the list is going to be the spot to go when you get off the water. We are here in North Cove Park, located on the northeast side of Lake Stevens, here in the heart of downtown. Now, this whole area was redesigned in 2019, and they finished construction around 2022. You're going to have the public dock, which we were just on, in addition to the sandy beach. You're going to have the playground and covered area, which you can rent out for events. And then right next to me, you're going to have this massive grass field, which normally looks a lot better, but I think they're doing a little bit of reseeding right now. Now, what's neat about North Cove is it is about 4 acres. So you have plenty of space to come and hang out. During the summertime, it's going to be a popular spot for people to play things like volleyball or spike ball. Additionally, this is going to be the central hub for most of the events here in Lake Stevens. During the summer months, you're going to have the farmers market on Wednesdays. And then also once a year during the summer, you're going to have events such as AquaFest, which the whole community comes together, puts on this huge carnival. It's a fantastic time. I definitely recommend checking out North Cove. It's one of the coolest parts of Lake Stevens. Third on the list is going to be checking out the Centennial Trail located over in East Lake Stevens, right off of Machias. Now, the Centennial consists of about 30 miles of trails where it connects both Arlington, Lake Stevens, and Snohomish. It's a perfect place to either go on a walk, go on a run, you can ride your bike, and there's also some sections along it where you can ride horseback. It is a gorgeous way to check out Snohomish County. There's all sorts of stops along the way with parks, scenic views, and even access to some lakes. Now, I have been riding my bike out on the Centennial since I was a little kid with my dad. It is super nostalgic to me. These days, Kira and I typically come out here, we'd ride our bikes down to Snohomish, we'll grab a bite to eat or a beer at Trail's End, and it is the perfect way to spend a summer evening. Fourth on the list is going to be a little bit more seasonal, but if you find yourself in Lake Stevens during the fall and the Vikings are playing at home, you have to come to one of the football games. Lake Stevens is a football town, and everybody comes together to watch these guys play. It is a really, really neat environment. The team is usually pretty good. They won the state championship in both 2022 and 2023. But another key piece of this is the band. Now, the Lake Stevens band is off the charts. I swear it rivals some of the best college bands I've ever heard. If you're in the area, you gotta come check it out. I promise you won't regret it. Fifth on the list is the perfect way to end a day here in Lake Stevens. We're at the Lake Stevens Brewing Company. Now, it's located just north of downtown, and this is going to be one of the only breweries in the entire city. So they have about 12 to 14 different beers usually on tap, which are all made in-house. They're also almost always going to have a food truck parked right out front with a bunch of great options. Now, one of the reasons why I love this place is because of some of the events that they do. So on Thursdays, they're going to have trivia, but it's also going to be $1 off beers for everybody that works a part of the school district. And on Sundays, all first responders get $1 off beer, which are causes we definitely support. And that's a wrap. Those are a few of my favorite things to do here in Lake Stevens, the area that I've lived most of my life. Now, if you're interested in residential real estate, whether it's in Lake Stevens or just Snohomish County in general, feel free to reach out to me directly. All of my contact information is down below. You can give me a call, shoot me an email, whatever is easiest. If you've enjoyed these videos and you want to see more of this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications. I love making these videos and I can't wait for what's ahead.